What is hooch? I've had people ask that. Well, it's alcohol that people use bread and sugar and fruit, and they mix it up and they ferment it when they're in prison because people want to drink. And it smells terrible, and I'm pretty sure it makes people sick. But here's the crazy thing about me. I did almost 5 years in prison. I never saw drugs. I only one time smelled a cigarette, and I got pretty mad about it because it was on our floor, and I thought the girls were being they shouldn't have been doing that because it was going to bring heat on our whole floor. I'm like, if you want to smoke a cigarette, go out in the rec yard because that's all contraband. You can't get that stuff in prison. That means if you get caught, especially at that prison at Wasika, you were going to the shoe if you got caught with a cigarette. And the officers would probably come shake down the whole floor, and I didn't need that kind of heat. But in terms of alcohol, I heard people tell stories. That's why it's against the rules to bring bread back from the kitchen or fruit. And that's why they sell sugar out of the kitchen for top dollar, because they have to have the bread, sugar, fruit, and they use it to make hooch. So the stories that I heard about, though, that girls used hooch, they got so sick, like deathly ill. I don't know if they even got drunk. I think they were so sick that I never heard of anyone that had a good experience with hooch. So if you've had one, go ahead and comment, but I didn't see that. And the other thing is, I never saw drugs. Like, I hear, and I'm sure there is. I heard after I left the compound that I was on at Wasika, it was a dry compound. Everybody said, oh yeah, this is a dry compound. You can't just get drugs here. But then I heard that there were drugs there. I don't know. I guess I just didn't want anything to do with that. I had used drugs before I went to prison. I was an addict and I wanted to be sober, and prison was a good place for me to get sober.